Okay, we're back again. Now, it's 3:50 for almost 3 minutes, and you'll see the cheese is starting to melt. These are really looking pretty good. Bread might get a little crusty, but it's French bread. It's gonna get a little crusty. Now, I could probably make it a little better by cooking it at a higher temperature, but you still risk the same thing. It's French bread. It's gonna get a little crusty. So what you gotta do is not worry about it. Now, there we go again, that Mountain Dew. The best thing about these is that, yes, I know, Sev, I could easily just go out to a store and buy that already made French bread pizza. The one thing you only get with that is you spend about $4 for 2 servings, and you don't get your choice of sauce, you don't get your choice of cheese, and you're limited to whatever topping you want. The best part about this, you could put whatever topping your heart desires. You want Canadian ham? Buy Canadian ham. It's right next to the pepperoni, which is right next to the cheese. Coincidence? No, I don't think so. I think stores do it on purpose. So you can put on as much cheese as you want, as little cheese as you want, as much sauce as you want, as little sauce as you want. And the best part about it is that you got your own dipping sauce right here. All you gotta do is get yourself a little one of these, little crucible, or you can get a bigger crucible, which I got somewhere. Here we go. Or a bigger crucible. Then you take the bigger crucible, you put the sauce in the crucible, put the crucible in the microwave, and what have you got? You've got dipping sauce, you've got 8 servings of pepperoni pizza French bread for $8. You can't beat that for the price, and you really can't beat that if you buy frozen. You buy frozen, you stick it in the oven, and boom, there you go. $4 down the drain. Hey, I want another serving. Boom. $8 down the drain. And did you have your choice of sauce? No. Cheese? No. Topping? Yeah, you're left with pepperoni sausage or a combination of pepperoni sausage and green pepper. That's the point. Okay, we're back at the microwave. Now, I'm microwaving that sauce. I mentioned earlier that I want this extra sauce, and there's a song that comes to mind. If you really want to make a mess, put a lid on it. If you really didn't want to make a mess, put a lid on it. If you really didn't want to make a mess, put a lid on it. Because if you're trying to microwave sauce, and you don't want to make a huge mess in your microwave, take a look at this. This is the lid on my sauce. And the lid, as you can see, or maybe you can't see, is covered in sauce. And if you didn't put a lid on it, it'd have made a huge mess. Suddenly you'd have been like, sing that song. Oh, I should have put a lid on it, 'cause now I gotta clean it. I should have put a lid on it, 'cause now I gotta clean it. So, here we are, sauce. And move us around. Whoa, I know. Hang on. We get a little weird here. Okay, we're going back up. And it's done. Our first one is done. A little stuck to the, I should have put a little bit of spray on there. I forgot to put the spray on it, but it's okay. Now we have our pizza. We have our dipping sauce. And like I said, the best part about this is for $8, I have like very much 6 more servings of this. I know you're thinking, Seth, that's kind of small. No, that's only part of it. It could actually be more servings than that. All depends on... Oh, I did it again. That Mountain Dew is really getting to me. So, where was I? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 8. Oh yeah! You can have as much as you want, and the thing about it is if you don't cook it up all at once, you get to recook it, and it only takes 3 to 5 minutes. So if you think you're going to want more, go ahead and make more. Have it in the oven while you're eating. by the time you're done eating the first one, second one will be done. And each time, it'll be fresh. Fresh. Okay. Alright, I digress.
Creepy.
Yeah, I know, it was kind of creepy. Anyway, I want you to have a wonderful evening. Enjoy your pizza. And we'll see you next time. Thank you. Good night. Well, welcome back. I know I said good night and all that, but the fact of the matter is, this stuff was so good that we're having seconds. And we'll probably have thirds, fourths, fifths, sixths throughout the whole night because this stuff is awesome. If you haven't tried it, get out there and try it. All you need is a loaf of French bread, preferably the garlic one. The garlic bread already has the garlic butter on it. That's going to keep the bread soft while you're cooking it. Get yourself a can of Hunt's, and they have like 6 or 7 flavors that you can choose from. It's only $1, and you could put it in a jar like I did. And then next is to get what you want to put on it. You want pepperoni, you want sausage, whatever you want on it, go and get it because it's a lot cheaper that way. And then the cheese. Oh, I stood there for about 3 minutes, well, probably more than 5 minutes, looking at all the cheese. I was like, pizza cheese with mozzarella and cheddar. I had Italian cheese with mozzarella and provolone. Then I had the Italian 6 cheese, which I was like, yeah. Then I had mozzarella by itself, jack by itself, pepper jack by itself. The list was endless. So go out there, get yourself some French bread, some sauce, and some cheese, and whatever you want to put on it, and have a ball. Because like I say, you got your little toaster oven going. Every time you're done eating it, you're good to go. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, Cooking with Sev is green. I don't believe in stuff that I throw away. The only reason why I get packaged stuff is because when you're living in a trailer park, you gotta kind of, look at what you got, and packaged stuff is a little cheaper. That's why we try desperately not to use paper plates or paper cups or anything is wasteful. If you put it in a cup, why not use a glass? You can wash the glass afterwards, cup doesn't end up in trash. If you gotta put it on a plate, don't put it on a paper plate. Why? Because you can take the plate and wash it afterwards. I know what you're thinking, Sev, we can't have a lot of guests over without paper plates, and what about cooking and barbecues and such? Plates are cheap. Plates are cheap. Trust me. Go to your thrift store. You can buy a stack of plates for $2. Now, granted, yeah, you might have to do a little bit of dishes afterwards, but even though you have to do a little bit of dishes extra, think about what you're saving. You're saving our natural resources, and you're not putting more trash into our landfills. That's about all I got to say for tonight. Like I said, have a great night and enjoy your French pizza!